Very good afternoon and welcome to Europe News presented by Desi. These are the headlines today. Turkey-Russia relations have no bearing on Finland's participation in Nato, told by Finnish President Sauli Niinistö. Wildfires are still raging in France and Spain during the hot weather, and a firefighting pilot was killed in Portugal. Police detained 8 suspected human traffickers in Finland. Additional investigation of inappropriate behavior against women by Finland opposition party lawmaker and MP has been started. The parliament gives the Estonian Prime Minister the go-ahead to create a new coalition government. Wartsila's announcement to stop production in Italy would lead to about 450 layoffs. And the topic of discussion today, what is the mysterious alien-like creatures that came out of the sea in Sydney? Let's go through the details of this news. So Turkey-Russia relations have no bearing on Finland's participation in NATO, told by Finnish President Sauli Niinistö. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and Russian President Vladimir Putin are scheduled to meet in Iran in July, demonstrating the better connection between the two countries in comparison to other NATO members. However, Niinistö does not think that relations between Russia and Turkey are simple. He said, there could be more than just happy faces present in the backdrop. Finland's president stated that during the spring, we kept our feelers out for potential alliances between Russia and Turkey, and nobody has made any observations. And I can affirm that the world is full of perceptive eyes. Niinistö said that the other NATO members had unusually promptly approved Finland's application, and more encouraging information might come this summer. The President asserts that Finland's relation with Russia should be centered on routine concerns like border security, travel safety, and effective authority cooperation. At the highest levels of government, communication has been decreased. Niinistö recalled the Putin's surprising warm behavior during the most recent phone contact in response to the likelihood of Finland joining NATO. He continued by saying that future events will depend on how many weapons or NATO troops were present along the Russian-Finnish border. According to Niinistö, there is no pressing necessity for Finland or NATO to begin occupying, establishing new garrisons, or establishing weapons storage facilities close to the eastern border. Another news. Wildfires are still raging in France and Spain during the hot weather, and a firefighting pilot was killed in Portugal. The first fatality related to the fires in Portugal so far this year occurred on Friday when the pilot of a firefighting plane crashed while on an operation in the northeast. In several areas of country, temperatures are above 40 degrees Celsius during a heat wave, and about 30,000 hectares of land have burned. Strong winds on Tuesday caused a big wildfire that had been burning since last week in the municipality of Ogrem, north of Lisbon. At least 70 firefighters were among the 160 individuals who required medical attention. Other Mediterranean nations are also experiencing fires sparked by the European heat wave. At least 5,500 hectares in neighboring Spain have been devastated by a fire this week in Las Herdes in western Extremadura. According to the regional authorities, 400 people were evacuated due to fire from 8 communities. Authorities added that the province of Orense in the northwest was on red alert due to the possibility of temperatures reaching 42 degrees Celsius, and there was a significant risk of wildfires in the central Castile and Leon region. Last week, representatives of European Union warned local authorities to prepare for wildfires, blaming the continent's dry and scorching summer on climate change. The most dramatic incident was reported close to the town of Ibanik, where water-dropping planes and dozens of firefighters battled to put out the flames that briefly engulfed some cars and the church tower. However, in Finland, the pleasant weather has been continued since last week, with the temperature ranging from 15 to 24 degrees Celsius. Another news from Finland. Police detained 8 suspected human traffickers in Finland. After putting a lot of efforts and investigations, Finnish officials have detained 8 persons on suspicion of human trafficking. At least 6 victims were identified as a result of investigations, which focused on cleaning business with operations in several places. Shops, hotels, shopping centers, warehouses, car washes, schools, kindergartens, restaurants, and flats were among the places where police performed investigations. The National Bureau of Investigation, NBI, reported two suspected incidents of workplace discrimination, two suspected cases of aggravated tax fraud, one suspected case of aiding illegal entrance, and a drug offense. Another news from Finland: additional investigation of inappropriate behavior against women by Finland opposition party lawmaker and MP has been started. The National Bureau of Investigation, NBI, started a new investigation into claims that opposition Kansallinen Kokoomus or National Coalition Party NCP lawmaker Rydman behaved inappropriately toward women. Rydman is being investigated by police for a sex-related offense, according to press release from the NBI on Friday afternoon. Rydman had just resigned from a parliamentary group. A leading newspaper in Finnish language, Helsingin Sanomat, reported earlier in June that numerous women had accused the MP of using his political standing to approach young girls and women. After a 17-year-old girl highlighted the concern by calling a sex victim helpline, the NBI began an investigation into the case in 2020. Multiple ladies reportedly told the newspaper Helsingin Sanomat that the 36-year-old senator offered them beverages and booze even to females who were underage. However, the NBI at the time did not discover any proof of criminal activity in this regard. But on June 21, Rydman resigned from the party's parliamentary group as a result of news stories publication. News from Estonia. The parliament gives the Estonian PM the go-ahead to create a new coalition government. Kaja Kallas, the Prime Minister of Estonia, received support from lawmakers during a special session of parliament on Friday. By a vote of 52 to 26, lawmakers granted Kallas and her center-right Reform Party the chance to work with the Social Democrats and the tiny conservative Isama or Fatherland Party to establish a new three-party coalition administration. Alar Karis, the president of Estonia, must now see Kallas' new administration. According to Professor Leif Kalev, creating a government has proven to be particularly difficult in this parliament. The majority of coalition formations have been now explored with our 5 parliamentary parties. Basically, there are just 8 months left before the election, so I anticipate that this government will last during that time, he added. Siim Kallas, a former Prime Minister and European Commissioner who helped build the Reform Party, a significant political force in the Baltic nation in 1990s, is the father of 45-year-old Kallas. She became the Reform Party's leader in 2018. Overall, this is the relief for the Baltic country as the official elections are not too far. News from industry. Wartsila's announcement to stop production in Italy would lead to about 450 layoffs. One of the leading Finnish companies in the field of marine and energy sector, Wartsila, has announced their plans to stop operation in Trieste, Italy. According to a press release published by the firm on Thursday, the production of 4-stroke engines will be relocated to Vaasa in the west of Finland. According to the corporation, closure of the Trieste factory will result in about 450 layoffs and yearly cost saving of nearly 35 million euro by 2025. President and CEO of Wartsila, Hakan Agnewal, stated in the company's statement that the decision to centralize manufacturing in Vaasa is a part of company's larger plan to increase its competitiveness. Wartsila will continue to maintain a unit in Italy, but will place more emphasis on research and development and other areas rather than production, said the company's president of Marine Power, Roger Holm. And finally, the topic of discussion today: mysterious alien-like creatures came out of the sea in Sydney. On Sydney's coastline, a weird creature was discovered. People began sharing this creature's image quickly as soon as it emerged from the water. People began claiming that this creature was alien. This all happened on 5th of April of this year. During a jog on April 5, Drew Lambert came across a strange-looking creature that had washed ashore on Bondi Beach in Australia. He posted a description on Facebook. Can someone please explain me what is this crazy alien-like creature that washed up on beach on Bondi today? While sharing a video, Jogger described the strange creature as being around half a meter long with human-like lips and shark-like skin. The study from Western Australia claims that these animals are not aliens. Daniel Sokolnikov, an aquarist at Sydney Aquarium, has made information about this aquatic creature public. Daniel said, these rather alien-like creatures are either sea hares or herrings. Inkfish is another name for it. Are these animals a threat? Regarding this, he asserted that there is no danger to us. People should still refrain from touching them. While some dog species have issues with it, humans are not at risk from it. You won't touch them if you won't know them, he said. Keep an eye on them from a distance. This is the rule of marine life. Do not touch until you are certain. This is all from the Europe News today. I hope you have received all the information which is required today. And I also hope you will definitely join our Facebook group of Europe News. The link is already on the description box. Thank you for watching Europe News presented by Desi teacher in Europe. See you in the next video. Have a good day.